Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Andrew Cannon, and today, this right here is what I'm skating. This is the Dead Moon Zero board. Originally, this was filmed, I started filming this last Thursday, and was like, cool, I'll just pop this bad boy up on Friday. It'll just be a cool flatground game because I was skating this Zero Classic bold board that I had used to compare and contrast the Thunder and Ace trucks. Came to this same park, was skating flat ground because this weekend is the Faces flat ground game of skate. And I was like, cool, I'll just go get warmed up, do some practice, see how my flat ground feels. Set this board back up, and I got here and I felt like a fish out of water. And it was funny because the video segment was gonna be, are you my skateboard? Because as always, I'm trying to figure out what that perfect setup for myself is. And this was definitely not it. And I'll cue the tricks. I was falling a lot. Woo. Whoa. This isn't it. It's funny, I keep coming to this park, trying it on a board, and then I have to reset up a different board. I did it last time with that Baker and the There board. I went home, I looked at the other Zero boards I had. I thought it was only 8.5s, but I had this 8.25 Dead Moon board. And the difference here is this one is manufactured in Mexico at BBS. This one is the Resin 7 construction from Chop Chop, which is a manufacturer over in China. These guys did all the dwindle stuff. They used to make the world boards that I skated. We used to do some NHS stuff there as well, way long ago. They don't do it anymore. But these boards are something that I have always loved. So when I saw that that's what this was, I was like, holy shit, I want to skate this. Took it outside on my driveway. I didn't have enough time to come out and actually skate, but it was so much better. Now watch, I'm gonna fall a bunch. But I thought it was interesting to kind of compare and contrast these two concaves. So this is the mellow concave for Zero, and this is, I think they're just standard medium concave. The overall size on them is both the same. They're both listed at 8.25 by 31.9, and they both have a 14.25 wheelbase. This one has a 21.6 degree nose and tail. This one has a 20.2 degree nose and tail. Obviously, that's a degree is a big enough difference that you'll feel it on your skateboard. The Faces flat ground game is on Saturday, and I just gotta make sure that I don't mind losing. That's all fine and good, but I gotta play my good friend Ted Schmitz right out of the gate, and I just don't wanna get completely creamed. Gonna do the straight 8, the 3 flips, and I've got some tricks that I need to work on. I definitely need to work on half cab heels, and I wanna make sure my backside flips and stuff feel good. Maybe we'll try a frontside flip or two, see how it goes. But I just wanna kind of figure out if this right here is the board for me, because the dimensions are great. I took it out on the driveway, like I said. The kick flips were feeling good. 3 flips were a bit more challenging because I am riding the Thunders, and that may make me go, all right, I gotta go back to some indys or try those T2s just so that I have that shorter wheelbase than what we've got going right now with these original T1s, but we will see. If you want the more mellow concave and you go to the shop or you go to the Zero site, it's the Resin 7 construction, and that's how you'll know that it is the more mellow. All right. I'm gonna put the new Deftones album on because it came out on Friday and I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it. I think it's like 40 something minutes long. We'll see if I make it that long. It's kind of warm. If you guys have listened to it, please let me know what you think below. And let me know, are you more of a mellow concave or medium concave? I love nerding out with y'all. What's interesting to me is that the actual board itself feels different than the BBS ones. The BBS wood feels so good, I just haven't found that right concave for me yet. I'm still skating these Warsaw chapters. Best shoes I've skated, Volk. Woo! Let's try a kickflip. Oh, it was not a good one, but it's 8:20 in the morning, so we'll get warmed up. Very windy out here today in the desert. God, it's just so different. Oh! No pop, but we got it around. Let's go heel flip. Sometimes the hardest thing is just getting warmed up. That just feels so much more comfortable for me. Okay, so we've got our regular kick flips and heel flips with our fakies. Nollie heel, switch heel. So much more comfortable for me. Front shove's not a good one for me, but you can usually pull it off in a game of skate. Always better to do it off the nose. Everyone who's good at this trick is just like, what a pathetic loser. It wasn't good, but it does count. Dumb shit like that is what you get people letters on. No pop. No, it would have counted, but it wasn't good. Right now, Infinite Source is playing. This is a cool song. Oh, gross, so sorry. This concave for me is so much easier to skate. It's crazy how much easier to switch. Oh, gotta tie my shoelace. Oh. Not good. This trick I need to be able to just do. I don't have to be able to do it well, but I gotta be able to do it. I've watched all the trick tips on this. Looks like I need my foot in the pocket. Okay, like it went around a little better. That's as much as I'm showing you because I'm gonna practice it. And I'm not gonna show you my whole hand. I'm just doing some skating right now. Been a while since the switch front heel. Adding that to the work on list, boom, boom. So far this Deftones album feels very Deftones. I love how this album sort of just brings you in and engulfs you in sound. I've got the aware mode on. I can hear all the lawnmower people. I'm sorry you got to hear that in the background. I love that, especially if I'm skating. Usually I need something that I've listened to a bunch so that I don't think about the music. Instead, it's more of just like this background thing that sort of puts me into the zone. But this is really good because it's, again, it's like very atmospheric-y feeling, if that makes sense. Someone's gonna be like, it's not atmospheric, Andrew. It's totally different. And I'll be like, okay, I felt like it was atmospheric. Oh, that one I struggled with in a game the other day, so glad to do it. Is this one gonna be a challenge or will it work? Stay tuned to find out. Does that count in a game of skate, yes or no? Something I always feel with a game of skate, I always play proper, like no bullshit tricks until the other person does a bullshit trick. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to go like late shoves and late flips and all that crap until somebody else does. And then it's like, okay, all bets are off. Oh my God. There we go. That's what it needs to feel like. No. not the kickflip. That's it, that feels good. Of the 2.0 concaves that I've skated in 825, I prefer the one that's listed as the resin 7 versus the one that comes with that sticker made in Mexico. The board itself, those BBS boards, I love how the wood feels. I just struggle with my timing a lot on them. It's the angle, just fucks up my timing. This board, to me and my own skating, feels awesome. This will be the board that I practice on all week for this game of skate later this weekend. Maybe I'll try to get my hands on another one just in case, because I anticipate doing a lot of flat ground. I'm not gonna share it all with you guys, don't worry. But I did think that the concaves being different and having those boards listed was interesting. As a consumer, I always like to know what I'm getting, and had I gotten one of each, I would have been like, whoa, 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 these are totally different. Yeah, if you like a more mellow concave, you go to the 0 site, type in resin 7 or resin, and those boards will pop up. And if you like the bareback, like the deluxe stuff, like the Baker stuff, go with the stuff that just says made in Mexico. Okay, that's gonna do it for today, gang. I got a lot of practice to do. Hopefully I'm feeling solid by the end of the week. What I love about this too, is gets my flat ground game feeling good, so I can get out and finish this damn video part that has been hanging over me. But it's still over 100 degrees, so I'm not gonna stress it too much. Once we get into the fall, that's when filming really will get back in. Let me know in the comments below, are you liking that medium concave on the classic Bold Zero, or are you more interested in this mellow concave and the Dead Moon board? Thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you next time.